So this is the second spring update on the farms and the orchards. At the last update, we were going to get hit by a cold front, and it was supposed to get down to 24 degrees, which was going to affect some of the flowers on the orchard trees. Luckily, it only got down to 28. So what happened was we lost about maybe 50% of the tart cherries. The Mount Royals got hit pretty hard, so that's a plum, European plum. But everything else really did well. So we're going to take a look at that and then the things that are new this year that maybe you haven't heard about yet. So one of the new things is we got the skin on the hoop house, and we're actually using it as a high tunnel. We're not leaving the ends closed off so it doesn't heat up too much. The great thing about hoop houses is you can see how healthy the plants are in here. So the exact same plant outside will be about half the size. And if you go to California, like Ventura, Santa Barbara area, you'll see just whole fields covered with high tunnels and hoop houses, because most of the food that you grab at King Soopers is grown in hoop houses because you can control the environment. So the tomatoes we grow are indeterminate, which means they grow a lot like a grapevine. So we will hook them with the tomato clips to the ropes, and they will grow all the way to the ceiling of the hoop house, and the tomatoes will be hanging down, making them really easy to harvest. And then you also prune them. So you're probably used to growing a bush tomato in a little cage in the backyard. This is a much more efficient way to grow tomatoes. A couple other things that are new this year. We've got cut flowers. You can just come out, snip the flowers off, just be reasonable about the amount you take, and you can have them as table flowers. Another area that we added is a perennial flower area. So just so you can see what different flowers would be like if you planted them around your house. The perennials are really native to Colorado and will grow well in this environment. One crop that we tried new last year was zucchini. We did 4 or 5 rows, and we doubled that this year because the zucchini grow really well in this soil. And it's something that people will use grilling or on the Blackstone. So it's something we're going to continue to expand on every year. Another new thing we're doing this year are cover crops. So we actually started last fall, and they protect from wind and soil erosion. And then they also make the soil a lot healthier. So you have the roots that grow down, or in some cases the radishes or beets that grow down into the soil. And then the next year you plow those up. And it's like a slow release fertilizer that enriches and turns the soil darker and much more healthier. So just a quick update. This is the orchard on New Liberty. It's pears and plums. And the trees are really struggling for 3 or 4 years. We pulled out all the old trees. We brought in nice topsoil from down along the river. And you can see the new growth. So this is all new growth just this year. And then the amount of fruit is actually really amazing for just 1-year-old trees, or that have been planted for 1 year. They're probably 4 or 5-year-old trees. But just a great example of getting all of the, the soil and the fertilizer right, and having great growth. And these in another couple of years are going to have a ton of fruit.